Elma bongun ko toma yengun kangin roko jai toma Airabet walk na itata makironi kama kida Paul no teso akironi kama kida Yowara koto moteso kida Uganda kere akironi kama kida Kirona Showman anwa IKEU na kere anut anwa IKEU na ijene na iteso akironi kama kida Aisumbis kida ile mariteso koto mubakor ane koto ma program muk nyara une ngarno legwe kirijo otoma atutubete kon nyara une tungana le omshono le pedori ene ra omsho nueja sito motunga ido kakro no muya tupuruchuna ejai kede jaka it Henry Omoit ngichala kiron kamera kede EJAUTENE le jana kintunga ojena kada muskun kape politics ido ejai na itatami akiro nwe posik ne somasi ane koto mo Uganda ido sabiti alo yesichelo poto wanti ye mto koto mo TV Instagram poto butu koto ma top radio aja sakiro no poto swamo no so soroti esagligo akalo na kanselan wo soroti districta petokin akalo na mamsa chamanara chopo lototo aburukina golokina yapc lo kawa polokindo na jakanto districta balasbonbe salana otomo yapc ido iche otomo ngarnok pamo poto chamanaros mama misho pote morikino zaja kairo moy manga jena robujo dumie mtonguna ara mamjidu munto jok akore to dikinje report kapoto seso matarane koto motive
Tupuruch sek apotuber ikanslan obelaros a districta agolokin eyapesi apolokinton ajakanuto Wilson Muramira agrim kongurianete ebe apolor ngol asal oyapesi noi neda mama kesin edumuni totor iropito kech adaun adapar ilapio iunim
toduna kosa ngurian aneja ekaulo soroti district eja kati Muramira gre Winston ekaulo soroti amenaso amkeda so council lo soroti ekaulo soroti emamo ofisi kwanada wisabiti ni uni almost elap emameka ofisi ekada kiti so noi tualo soroti boy kiti so council wa into sichana no ekau na sodit akroni ropito tarelo emameka ole so amerona de pare kaulo so while ropito anuso makalo APUGAN no mwalimu mtetiaka lutela lutetiaka emonye titunga epote ni jaisi kes councilors betuna nyama meneso tunechani kidwa meneso now ndiyari kine kadakiti sakere obu APUGAN no Uganda ijuka kaso soroti district local government e billion tedope anwa eduke headquarters laje katine ikapuno problem to lapalo tomone to mutado pokaruje eres epelule kaulera accounting officer anyune besirikino APUGAN toso mao ringo financial yengatakina ineroni kopana ejasika
kwenye idara doso mamu aningoshano ejasa nang ekao ere tungana lijai kite district lo soroti aparasa disare ngine package ekao kam
na ina nisigo ikine office le ekao adawekao elap emame mamisomai idoda itupujo ikisila ekao neseraili darti iborole district kere e district ekeri areje ekao sesu bale ekao nesere driver
Nukes apotu ijaikisi Apollon echolong lo okanye to district term lo sorotin Simon Peter Edoru Ekum asunyakin aiworun aurianet kanuti atemokin atunis.
I got a call that the office of the cow has been closed by a section of one members of council. But nevertheless, we have a better forum now to discuss, because I may not have a lot of information why they have closed it.
Kedoloki enerne ejai egiregiran lo apiai Samuel Eyangum apotu akiro ipurujaunos kitoni Eyangu apetokin ka Bob Owing a councillor lo otem tubur.
Why did you really rally to the office of the IG to make sure that you sabotage this project not to go to Katine? If this project is not going to happen in Katine, if this man is going to go back from Katine, then you also counted. Same issue. Now you are here telling me that if this man is going back, the blame must come to the Secretary of Finance. Now, what do you want me to do? And I want to tell you, if you want to kill me, start with me now, bro. Start with me now. Start with me now. Don't fool me. If I make
Konye atupiton na Polo Kinton ajakanuto ko Osoroti Christopher Oketayot ngez ebalam ebe epote kesi anyun eiponelo aitemokin ainingosianu iterekina e districtam kida aimorearit akiro iropitom.
And several of these issues were raised in that meeting, which I responded to. The issue of locking the cow's office came up, and I advised the committee and other members present. I said, can we try to resolve these issues through other fora before you go to that level? 20 a.m. I came to enter office. I signed the book, but I could not go to office.
Ekao elope muramiram kosimu nges ebalam ebim etajitos kesi eswamaka elapa lo atubor kilema eswamaka orotin bon mam edumutos iropito cage eketara ebim amameoske oyapesi edumuni ngesi elosit aitolot aurianeta nu ikamutos eyapesi anenchem. Kanuka TV East Philpopio o district aloka Osorotim.
Tejo kijatara kirono.
Asisenengo.
What comes to your mind? Aite akiro kangu nisoma si EKOTO mo district ale Polo Central District Loteso. The administrative city.
What comes to my mind, it is an ugly thing. Mamera iboreni ibosakiniti. Soroti ere town le Polo no ilo ebet around a lead exemplary city. Yeah, I mean district. Neja iteso kire. But we can't rule out Anyunyura. We can't rule it out. Only that a Polo no potokezi tojo kiasi. Aitemoki na Anyunyura. Nyesi mamera ina ejokuna and ejasi tunga akonye na itunga papero social media and what mamera iti punune ejariti konye akoto atemarebe bubere chairman iti otamite tiasi mna pekine konye bala pule makiro mejasi tunga ngunwe pule makiro. So amanga yene pole womitori jo tie pole tebeta bikan kwenye pole territory they should find a amicable best way to always sort out things than fighting. Mamejera iboreni temoki na kiroto itunga nguno lupipuane rafika papero ajeno wakisi akalo na dumna kirongo. I even tried calling Bob bwana nomake Doruda bwana nomake speaker ngwalas pero kumupong kwenye bodo. When you hear from them, you realize there has been a long battle in the district that needs to be addressed. It involves contracts, lemonade chetunga somsini, intrigue, blackmail, backbiting, that I pray they should find the best way to sort it out outside the public galleries, public domain.
What you've just mentioned, in almost every administrative setting you go, intrigue, backbiting. What else did you mention?
Blackmail.
Blackmail is at the top. What causes this?
There's a lot of gossip. You see,
are people too idle? Are people, I mean, mami tunga jenti na betaswa, ijekino tunga somsen, wamkese shumtosa aswa, marebo biye.
Politics is a good game, but people have made it dirty. EKOTO kini bere etunga loipo. I think government should change a lot of things. Korokini Tunga report to be oriented. Immediately after elections, it should be a vigorous orientation. Politics is losing pride. Politicians are losing respect and honor from the society because of lack of conscience to identity, to know what is good for the public consumption. And all this is arametungai toritere. People are frustrated. The frustration. People get tired of some things. Besides what you have showed me, there was a speech made by Bob Wine before that. You realize he had a lot of things in his heart. He was trying to pour to the chairman. Power the chairman, and you realize the cow has not been in the office for quite long. You know, your politicians who sometimes scare the technical people. They have failed to work alongside with technical people. Why? Because of expectations. Higher expectations. So the moment your technical people decide to shy off from offices, not because they don't want to work, but because they find demands, blackmail, intrigue, fights in the councils, and everybody feels a technical person who is the chief administrative officer should side with one of them. So when you fail to do that, you become a victim, what we call collateral damage. So Mura is called who? The cow there.
Yes.
Muramira.
Muramira.
Should be Kuriana kwa na council. Nani definitely the guys have acted in the name of claiming to have power to lock the cow's office. You see, there is a judge is a parliament in it. When you judge is councils are the part of parliament. Police are our councils more than parliament. Parliamentarians have respect for their technical people in one way or the other. But your councils, I mean, and you see, you forget to know that a cow is at the level of a director in a ministry. You can't be a cow with a degree. You must have learned with experience.
And you should have worked for at least 15 years.
Very good. So, Potwak and Nachan, they fail to know where somebody has come a long way from. I'm not supporting the cow, by the way. But what are some of the problems that has happened in Soroti? But it has happened in very many districts before. Amuria has been one of them. Kumi, where I come from, Kumi has changed the cows within a period of 2-3 years. That brings all about this. See, these people are well experienced. They know what they are doing. They have served before they came there. But you see, because of our selfish interests that we want to gain, and we want to feel, because you are elected by the people, you are a people's representative, you have the mandate to do away with somebody who has studied to be where she is or he is, with the experience of more than 15 years, an equivalent of a director at a ministry. EKOTO siwoki in Nachana, Majors of Council, to be oriented so that they can be disciplined enough and to know authority and to know their jurisdictions. Nebet kesa nangi tisoma itkechiburu. Nesibone pone nebet rona yuno images kalu to appear. Otherwise, if we just and you see, if we just get pride of being elected and we lose our conscience of respect to each other, mamu ebuna ngaraki no ngarin.
Well, you know what can it tejo tungale lost parliament baka be kotojo odolta Dr. Chena Shuman senior 6 recently aje debate la kota lo mun be kotojo just kede a degree now kwane councillors lo ni balajo toma aingichikon a police sarao should there be another limit maybe kotojo just be rekedar che you know maybe a certificate or something like Dr. Chena Shuman nare kwana bunme jento na limu na musuguta do petara uni epedora ituba ra une council obune o council even given a position secretary what in the council
anacho moya yaele pangin. I don't know, maybe there is a reason. You see, in my own findings of information, I came across someone who told me that, you see, I'll come back to that later on. But what I'm trying to say is, Ajale Pangini, Ijai Kenai Parliament, an equivalent of a degree holder to be a member of Parliament. Very correct. Nara kopani ngoleajo Parliament da. Pole jare debate. Ijiche tongaro panera comedians just. There are people who don't even know. I've never even seen them talk in Parliament, but they are on social media making a lot of noise at the Parliament. Never even think of national impact.
Last week there was a debate on taxation, and it was on the use of media, internet. So abaka bikeuna ikapunli tachiwa no soma internet arabi jesunai. So Honorable Mohamed Nsereko lo Kampala felt so out of place. Nara ngesa ke umshali mnenge so tuteleke profession eje ngesa krono IT, you know, tech taxation. Sab atamngesa ichorunga mikatunga ije so ne borlo kwa kinne ike woni yauna tunes ni konine abaka IS take it no biroroso no abaka tutubi. So boy chaka kero bala ai ejepono boli muna bala je donges ke tungale mambore je ndakere.
I saw that. I did not see it, but I read somewhere somebody had posted he had an insult against the leadership of Parliament as if they have nothing, they know. But anyway, he's entitled to his own words.
He felt so out of place. Nari tungale neras kede ngesa razi mwalimu mamejente IT tech tamtinge se keunta umshona te koto yangara ikoeba kaba tuboto kwili.
Yes, he's entitled to his own words. But the truth remains one thing. We need to up the game in Parliament.
And so are the local council.
So are the local council. But the problem is one. We still have adult suffrage kind of politics in Uganda.
Adult suffrage politics.
And because of that, we have a president who is being elected and he knows where his votes come from. Museveni is investing in Kampala, but he knows that he doesn't have votes in Central. Ejeneja ake voting. Nejitu amun, upo mune baloni mune roko mune baloni epoga sumu. Neja voting ya president.
Leje sarao.
Nai boyo Museveni nai boyo. Konita ngena. So somebody told me wait. Igibero ngumbeka singulebe jola ke na councillor so around no senior 6 no the MP around a degree no the senior 4 or jai
hotel LOC are
hotel ngena ngoni nara sensu nguna kati yake ramun kwenye mabe iriri arete neje head of state ngoja ya monare neje sasa yaka
but mame munari
ijoke demo mame munari kwenye aneje polonion. You see, Ikaru, there was a time majaro of Parliament in Nikecha, Honorable Monica, Nikecha, Honorable Amuriat. I was partly working along Keda, Honorable Power by then. And then I could move around in the corridors of power, in corridors of Parliament. Somebody told me, whenever you see, Idolojo je constituency le kara mo jangla ka ji Airabet when born ngethara qualified to be a member of parliament. Yes. Airabet when born ara nyoni
qualified.
Yes, but I don't senior 6. By that time, already senior 6. When I company lo show you we are talking popular. Tori yorama July jo chakari miliona kaisa relaje around the MP ma'am. By that time, going to parliament was a tug of war. So you realize, and you know, Edmund Museveni are voting 90%. Chepaki lele bikini da 99 da. I don't get people in Jayna, but you're the councillor. Some of me understand that trend. A GS Lo Soroti, a GS Lo Amuria, a GS Lo Kumi, a GS Lo Bundibujo, a GS Lo Ai, Kasese, and they're in kind of a setting where they have access to good tertiary institutions of knowledge, that they can have public administration courses they can go through. So what brings about Jisina Ekalu is sometimes not to, according to, I'm now speaking in terms of, according to reading the Sam Seven's mind. So what brings these fights is not no. What brings these fights is a pocket. Blackmail. You see, you realize a person. I was in Kapelebiong, to be honest with you, local government. The Speaker of Kapelebiong is a friend to me, and they have respect for their chairman. They have respect for their leadership. The councillors maintain their councillors. You don't find a councillor who's working a cow. Mami. And that's okay, speaker, but guitar song na. People seem to be knowing where they belong. I was in Kalaki. I'm watching a speaker. I met her. So you realize what brings about these things is a giant class in the they are over ambitious. You get it? So what it is, if you watch that video earlier, you don't know and Raibo Bonebe. Enjoy Balaji College MP. Enjoy College speaker F5. So you realize even Bobo has his own ambitions.
Airabet around F5 because that's the trend of Soroti.
Yes.
Soroti, it's the vice chairman who becomes the LOC5. And then the LOC5 becomes the MP.
So, okay. So Ibarom taking ambitions, NAS, you're already there before you are in there.
Okay. Okay.
So ekotokina setungalu bisiboye kinete bereke so yangarete mina Museveni kola ngana retunga kangu chankwanzi. Yangare twanga ibubu akwesi for 10 days.
But now the challenge is when people taken to Chankwanzi, jenja tungana le shomti Soroti, workita Soroti, shomti Soroti, manyabero Soroti, around a council Soroti, doja yangare tungana ni Chankwanzi, yara lo stenya maijara. Imuro ina tuembe yangara shoman. Mamenga bala be tungalo Soroti kolenda. Akona kiro na washa neja sasa senaka.
Akakiro mwawashera unosi bala uni na soliti akotanga nyakari tomoneri wako lege etoni akiro ne kamana rakeda atonare a minister and a frustration akotanga elipi kanwe noi ni ka pajan engo kwa petosora nga pajan lo itesokere ebikaisi ibora bake tungana ni jao ni kere etwenli upasajo ni second security number 1 ni so paperokon ni so nachikon ni sidarijo anwaje ni kizeke sida wala akop bebia ibo ari pedori ibuje pedori ibori pedora ngara kine tungana. Let's help one another. it will give somebody to love you than plan ill intentions against you. Yes, alimu APUGAN be mama ngoda ya tepegi, mama ni tepegi, ebe etwenle nome minister aja ache pakibora jaya da mental problem kwenye soma ile APUGAN karungu nukere iteyo dobo angechu APUGAN bonebe aja asila achukisho no aja asika unwepuno. So kotoni amisiniki ni cheboro. Yes, a mental problem caused by what? How would we stop this? It is also a problem. I have moved around the corridors of Parliament for some time, and
the last one.
Ipuipa perono ilu ejaso ni naso ngatake da ETUNGA. So those people need to be facilitated. So that they are the ones who carry your life, the drivers. So let's see. That is my correctness. Let's see how to manage ETUNGA. Kana yare it is akotanga lepitunga eratekito obongotidon obuoko akaulo nao ni mwache mbonyongoni wokedwe need to live eratekito titerewa nyuni aoka kopu emili osorete anyara unidono osotidono abongo
ebo
na washa ngesi achorakinete nejasi all political leaders. We don't want to see the same scenarios of Soroti happening everywhere. It happened in Amuria, it happened in Kumi, it has happened in Soroti. My request is chaos should be able, and the district planners should be able to try to totally ara chepakauni kariari umona ikapuni disi oyangara ilu refreshers courses.
Okay.
Sana kina program ya saswam. Treibo muni esoma ito dente luda nenangi tos. Jeni kula nenangi tos. Kwa jala kona jala kini. Arona nangi gumu around ubunebe akoto ngibora ngintu neraye na polon.
Yes.
Yesi nokane akota ngeta kina.
Ebo eyala majaka mo itadugna pakabu nerene join Sesini TV East ebala kida musunebe. It is important for you to plant a tree so that we will be able to adapt, to mitigate, or even fight this after effects of climate change. And EKOTO New Vision, we have what we call the Green School Initiative. New Vision is partnering kede Riongetela Shoman, Airaikito Osomero ilu APUGAN, koto mo Uganda kere, ido tomoteso, ejisomero lirayo, osomero la APUGAN, lo secondary, kede iche lo primary. O secondary, iloto yokata Kumi, ejai ngora girls, ejai ngora high, loto yokati Soroti, ejai Soroti SS, ejisomero anatari teso kere jasi. So ngese project chile jai toma. Ijoda wanyikon koke jai tomo somero ya bongore kede kitoi. Mami dumu na riengun. Yala mkin bodo yoda. Ido ne kwa nangesanga kini kede oke program tomo sabiti kalo. Ibuna bonki na bala sage on sawani unila tupurushon sawani kaindo atupuruch. Are tuani arte jo. Ido bobi buna nyaron echepe yoko sabiti kalo ibunit. Chibaki dumo omoit ide ya pia ibuno wenya kuno moit. Azo de tatama chekiro. Sabiti ngone jakiro ne posek nilo se tatam ngesi karula pia ili jona lomari. Nebe tori kopana Uganda itutubo bebajete chele dol nebeta i trillions za kaisa kanyi. Na numbombe pone bani IKEU Uganda pona ile mato richane pona niki di kontrol boy pona ni meda una teso to mo budget ale buni done kwa sanga kini arito na rejo buna bonki na balasa idone sa kota te marbun bo jaila swan kajo otopak soto mo YouTube TV East Uganda otomo Facebook TV East are boje downloading application to mo smartphone con the Vision Digital Experience app osodo ya dumun TV East asese na repero yalo so website lo New Vision lo yalo TV section odumunjo TV East ano jatu penen programs kere siri kunyaka wene kon television na buntos che programs elosta konye